In this video, we're going to take a quick look at the Betasoft Invoice Automation System. What do we mean by invoice automation? The Invoice Automation System will process incoming invoices from other companies, such as external suppliers, from one or more input sources. The invoice will be classified based on its content, and the relevant information will be extracted from the document. Once the invoice has been analysed and extracted, the purchase order number will be looked up in your existing account system, and the extracted information, such as a reference number and total amount, will be checked to make sure they match up. Should the information extracted from the invoice not match up to existing purchase orders, the system will pause the job at a validation client and wait for a manual review by a staff member. Let's take a look at this in action. For this demonstration, our accounting system is 0. As you can see, there are 3 recent purchase orders for Golf and Darts Limited, Dimples Warehouse and Socks Incorporated. We're going to send 3 invoices, one for each purchase order, from these suppliers to the Invoice Automation System. In this demonstration, we are simulating the incoming invoices being email attachments sent to a dedicated email address which is monitored by the system. The attachments from the emails will be extracted from the messages and processed. We will send in the invoices for 3 purchase orders in 0. Now, we can take a look at the validation client and see what's happening. It seems the first invoice has passed its checks and no errors are shown. We do have the option to capture notes by manually typing or by highlighting data from the page to populate the field. We can submit this invoice. With automation enabled, this invoice would have passed through without the need to validate. Now submitted, the system automatically moves to the next invoice which requires checking. The system has detected an error of a total value mismatch. The message is showing the expected value as read from the 0 system. At this point, we can choose to do several things with this invoice. We can reject the document, so it is transferred to a different process or user's validation client. We can delete the document and send an email to the supplier asking for a new invoice. For the demo, we will update the value to the expected total, record the change in the notes, and submit the invoice for bill creation. You can see once we update the total, the error message disappears. This is the third of our invoices, which is stopped for a mismatched reference number. The purchase order number extracted from the page does not match any record in 0. If we look, we can see the reference number was actually just mistyped at the supplier side, and the last character should be a Z instead of a Y. For this one, we will simply update the reference number here, and you can see the number is re-verified and the error disappears. Therefore, we can now submit the invoice. Now, if we look in the bills to pay, you can see the invoice automation has generated 3 bills in 0 for us automatically based on those supplier invoices. These can now be paid on the next accounting run. In a real-world implementation, almost all invoices would pass through and generate a bill without any intervention. Only invoices that fail the validation checks will pause for manual review. These checks can be customised to suit your organisational needs. As part of this demonstration, we're recording a copy of all incoming invoices and sending them to a Betasoft CRM portal for record keeping. The information extracted is being sent to dedicated fields to allow sorting and faster searching. Each document has also been OCR'd, meaning they are fully text searchable. The Invoice Automation System is highly customizable to suit your own environment. If you have any questions or would like to know more, please get in touch. Thank you for watching.